You said you were wondering who was going live, and we just went live.
We
We're
just
starting
went
with that.
live.
Yes,
No,
we're starting with that.
I just went out for my monthly night out for having a drink. I
Nice.
am I am 4 pints worse for the wear, and I just thought, right, who's going live? And you beat me to it, midnight. You beat me to it, so I thought, right, I'll join you.
Oh,
So
so
starting
you were
my
gonna go
own.
live. Okay, you were gonna go live if no one
Not
answered.
necessarily. If no one answered, then yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I was looking at the chat, so I was like, you know what? And here he is, the one, the only, the myth, the legend, the god of the universe, Plastic Jesus.
Quite an intro.
PJ,
Hey,
Yes.
how you guys doing? Right on.
I think you should introduce yourself with that video you put out with earlier on today, PJ.
Yep.
Which one? The Norm Macdonald one?
The one that would probably get midnight cancelled from YouTube.
What? I can't, which one? I can't,
The little one. The little one. It wasn't a long one. It was
I made it today? The one I made today?
the one you made today, yes.
Oh, okay, right on, cool. I'm glad you seen that, man. Yeah, I had
I
nothing to
mean,
do.
I didn't watch it yet, but if you want, you could totally
Oh
cancel me.
man.
You could
Oh, it's
totally
very good.
cancel.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
cool, thank
yeah.
you.
Bring it up. Present it, PJ. Present it.
Okay, let me grab it real quick.
It was 5 hours ago on Brojo's Happy Chat. It was very good.
Normally I have at least one or whatever, but no, I have no watchers, which is fine. Whatever, who cares? They're probably all watching Gur or going over Gur streams, which is whatever.
That's all right. I'm just giving a message to people that we are live.
Yep.
Okay. let me put that.
Halsey's just put something up as Devo or something. I have no idea what that is. But if people just put up YouTube videos and it just looks like a YouTube video in the Happy Chat, and it's like, yeah, I don't know what that is. Here
Make
we
it full
go.
screen. Make it full
Here
screen,
we
PJ.
go.
Will do. Let me get over there to the page. Okay, here we go. I was just bored, so this was in my head, so I just put it out there.
Hey, no! Because I went to this gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies like with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son," And so I was saying that's an odd thing to be proud of, because it's not an achievement, It's not like something you work all your life to be gay or anything like that. And I just wondered. I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, at work like they're, hey, Bill, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, the first in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and oh yeah, he loves cock.
I approve of this as a gay
He
man.
can't get enough cock in his mouth, his
Or
ass,
prison.
his kid's always cock. Treating you, Nom.
I just ran over its dog.
I mean, that was funny. That was funny, PJ. But what was the point of that?
I
What's
don't
the
know.
point of anything? I mean, come on.
True,
was
but
funny.
there had to have been. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into this, but
No, let me explain the point of it. Let me explain the point of it. The point is, and as somebody that is close to the 56-year-old man, if you take pride in something, it's something you have achieved. It is not
Right.
something you are, because what you are is a particularly feminine aspect. Whereas what you have achieved is a particularly masculine aspect, and there is a differentiation there. It's like, but I do
well,
understand.
okay, I
I
guess
do
I
understand.
get that.
I do understand the concept of I'm proud of my son. Whatever he does, whatever, anything, I'm proud of him.
Mhm.
But there's a play on the words of what you're proud of, because if you're
Right.
proud of something, there's a play on that words of they've
I'm
done
proud my
something.
son graduated college. There
Yes.
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's an achievement. I was like,
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah.
thought it was really, really fucking good, because it works in both ways. You can, and people will fucking argue the shit out of it if they see it. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
it's just brilliant. I love it.
Oh, thank you. And now I remember what made me think of that. It was earlier today. I
I'm
was
proud of
watching
you, son. PJ.
You know the Hodge twins, those two guys that
Yeah.
they had a video where this girl came out and she was saying that she
You
was
know what,
proud to be
PJ?
white.
I'm proud. I'm proud that they're black.
And I'm proud to be
Exactly.
albino. There you go.
There
Fuck
was
you.
there
I've
was this one
accomplished ultimate supreme
Exactly.
whiteism.
Boom.
I don't know. Whatever.
Boom.
Go ahead,
You've got a
PJ, sorry.
characteristic. You've got a characteristic, and I'm proud of you.
Yes. I'm proud
Yeah,
of you
exactly.
being drunk. I'm proud of you being drunk, Heretic. That's an achievement. That's an accomplishment. Not many people can get drunk.
It's a monthly
Takes hard work.
accomplishment.
Yeah, it was the Hodge twins had a video, and they showed this one white girl. She was saying, "Why can't I be proud to be white? I'm proud to be white. This and that." So they're like, "That's kind of dumb." It's like saying, "I'm proud to be black." You're born who you are in that kind of aspect. And I watched that. I think that's what kind of got the gears rolling on it, and made me think of that.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean,
Isn't it better to say you're happy being who you are, or content, or some other word? I don't know.
To me, it's more like acceptable, just content. Like content's good. You know, I don't like it when people like push that whole race thing. You know, unless it harkens back to a history or a lesson or something that needs to be
By the way, PJ,
addressed.
you're
But when
black.
it comes to today's age, it's just she.
Yeah, you're black. Shit. Or half black. I don't know.
I love the fact that you brought up the bots message midnight. I think you should show that again. There we go. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on screen. This is how important we are to the rest of the world. I gotta say. I was like,
Well, I mean, look. I got 3 people watching, and literally nobody has
Have we?
posted in the chat yet. I'm like, come on, man. Somebody
3.
post something.
3
Right.
people watching. At least post the fucking StreamYard link or something.
All right.
All right. He says, not really wanting to.
Oh, there is one. Bond. What the
There's
fuck? It didn't
Bond.
show up. It didn't show up in weird. Oh, now it does. There we go.
Put me on screen.
Yes.
Now.
Okay. This goddamn box is. Look, Bond. Say something else so I can pin the link. Right? Because when I posted it, there's this little box next to it. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. To where you get. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Bond. Okay. Let's see. I wonder where everyone is, and I hope I get pizza tonight. Usually, my dad brings it.
Do either of you read Reddit much? Do you do much?
Not too much.
No, but Space Cadet does post a lot of Reddit posts.
Yeah,
Which-
I've noticed she is an aficionado of Reddit, and she really knows the stuff to look at because
yes, she does.
Right.
Yes, she does.
But I'm just a newbie in the Reddit sphere, and
You're not missing much.
I've started enjoying the "Am I the asshole?" Reddit.
Oh yeah, I love that
Yeah.
one because there's so many fucked up stories in that. It's like there's no way this actually happened. There's
I
no
think-
fucking way.
Exactly, and you think, well, yeah, are they making it up? Are they saying the true thing? But I was actually thinking, you know, there's people like Strong Successful Male, SSM. He looks through all of the relationship advice ones and he picks out the really interesting ones that fit his narrative. So he then reads it out in a car when he's doing it. And for the Am I the Asshole one, you've got people like who's the guy that did What is a Woman? What's his name? Matt Walsh.
Mhm.
He sometimes read them, but he's on his own. I was thinking it'd be really good to actually, if you're in a group on a group chat, somebody chooses an "Am I the asshole" thing, and then pretends to be the one that's in the story, and everybody else determines whether they're an asshole. Hello, Spooky.
Hey, Spooks.
Because I think that would be fun, and it'd possibly make somebody quite a bit of money by having a lot of people watching.
You know, I went from
good idea.
6 viewers to like 2. I don't know.
What?
Don't believe YouTube. Do not believe YouTube at all. You've got nobody watching. Spooky is a ghost, and Bond died many years ago, eating ice cream.
I mean, I thought Spooky Bed Hair died. That's why he's a ghost.
No. He's a ghost. He's from Stoke. So yeah.
Man, it reminds you, I need to post the link in Maori's server.
Why? Get one of these twats or both of them in here. Bond,
Ooh.
Spooky. Nobody's
one.
fucking watching, right? Nobody's watching. It doesn't matter. Come in. I've been drinking. I'm an asshole. It's gonna be good.
Party time.
Party time.
Yes, party time. Time party. Doxed.
Yeah, your city has been doxed, Spooky. Your city's been doxed. You usually refuse to accept that you're from Stoke. And it's a big city. Or is it a town? I don't know. It's one of the most bland places in Britain, I've got to say. But that was to wind
Spooky
up.
is doxed.
That was to wind up Spooky.
Yep. Well, you know, it happens, I guess.
There was actually some documentaries about Stoke a few years back to do with politics. And the interesting bit is that nobody's fucking interested and nobody votes in Stoke. Everyone just goes, "You're all just a bunch of fucking wankers. We're not voting."
Sounds like Seattle.
And the problem is it's turned into this, well, Spooky can say it better, I guess, but it's like it has turned into this bland nothingness of a place because nobody cares whether anything happens to it. And therefore nothing happens. Somebody gets elected and they just make themselves shed loads of money, but nobody ever hears of them. You never hear on the Parliament channel, and so from Stoke Cheddington, Labour MP is speaking on this issue. It's like, no, it doesn't fucking happen. And no, I don't know whether there is a place called Stoke Cheddington. I just made the Cheddington bit up. But
Stoke is what it's called, the place?
It's a place.
It's weird because you say it's bland and boring, and I don't know why it reminded me of that Merle Haggard song. Was it a Okie from a Stokey? It's how boring. Nobody's, we just regular people.
Monkey Dust, capital of the UK.
McStokey.
So
I'm working outside with lumber, cutting down some slabs for a few projects. I'm about to be away from the chat for a bit.
Oh no, Midnight's going to lose one of his 2 followers.
Viewers.
Stokey, PJ, Stokey. Stokey is a word that's often used in American novels. It's something. Is it a cigarette? Is it a cigar?
Oh, a cigar. Yeah, right. I think a Stokey. A Stokey is a cigar, I believe. And I
Right.
think it references to like a used cigar, maybe like bums would smoke. No, I don't know if a Stokey is a short cigar, but there's also a term for a used cigar that bums would use. I don't know. I don't think it's Stokey, but it's something. I remember that being said too.
I don't know. I've always wondered what it was. It always sort of felt like it was sort of in between. It's one of those little sort of in betweeny, small cigarette size.
Oh, little cigarros. Yeah.
But yeah, a cigarillo or something. You know, it's like, but I've no idea. I have no idea what a Stokey actually is. I think people talk about Clint Eastwood in relation to Stokies or something, but I don't know.
Yeah. There's also another cigar that they used to reference in Western movies called a ramrod, which is like a rough rolled tobacco. So it's real like rough. It's not smooth, it's just lumpy and bumpy and yeah.
And really fucks the back of your throat up.
Right. I imagine.
I've never heard of a ramrod in relation to
I had one before.
heard
They have a banana flavor to them. They're pretty good. They're not bad at all. I'm not a big cigar smoker. I used to go to a place in Old Town San Diego when I was a kid. I was 15 years old and I went there and I started talking to the owner, old guy. It's like an old style tobacco shop in Old Town San Diego. All wood, wooden Indian in the front. Very nice displays. But I got into pipe tobaccos there. But I have seen the word and heard Stokey quite a bit. I want to say it's a used cigar by bums, but
I might have got it wrong. Spooky might be right. It might be Stogie.
Stogie. That sounds
with
more.
a G,
Yeah,
not
that
a
sounds
K.
right. Yeah, that sounds right. Stogie.
Right. Okay.
Long, thin, cheap cigar. Right on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Stogie. Yeah, that sounds right. Now it sounds right.
Does that sound better than a Stokey?
It does. Yeah. Because now it's like, yeah, more kind of snaps in the head more.
Well, we'll have to
Stogie.
make up something for a Stokey that's really, really nasty so that we piss Spooky off. But come on, Spooky. What could a Stokey be? And it's got to be bad. It's got to be not very nice. The type of thing that you would insult somebody by calling them it. Stokey. Yeah, I think Stogie is the right one, actually.
It is. Yeah.
UK.
Oh, because that's in that one song too. Was it that King of the Road? Old Stogies I had found. That's probably why I get the old used part from is that song, I bet. King of the Road. Trailers for sale are I can't remember.
Hey, PJ.
Yep.
What's up, my word I can't say?
You can say it.
I can't.
Might get in trouble for it. I don't know why anybody would. It's just a word,
Well, yeah,
It's
right.
kinda weird
but,
too.
Yeah, right. But Talk said the word once and actually got the video taken down, so I'm not doing that again. Yep.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you
That's
weren't thinking of sis, were you? What up, sis? Sister. Come on, sister. That's something else.
In today's day and age, you can literally be cancelled for anything.
I mean, this is
very
really
true,
weird.
yeah.
I mean, this was on Reddit earlier on. It's like, is it bro? Is it bruv? Is it bra? Is it whatever? And is it? And all of the comments were about, oh, these are gender neutral. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, my sister called, and we all call each other bra or bro or bro.
Brother,
or whatever.
bro. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so if your sister called you sis, how would you react? Oh, yeah, it's all perfectly fine. I'm thinking, you're full of shit. You're absolutely full of shit. It's like, guy has been misappropriated. Fella has been misappropriated. Bruh, that's all been misappropriated. I mean, the emancipation of men is just fucking unreal. We cannot even have a noun.
Very true.
Not even a fucking slang noun that actually applies to males. It's like, what the fuck? What?
Right.
Yeah, that's really boring, Spooky, calling a Stokey someone from Stoke. Come on, think up something really interesting. The idea, I mean, would you like to be called sister? Come on, sister.
Right. Yeah, it's just
I know in the army, sergeants go to their privates. Come on, ladies, get your fucking knees up, you know. But that's a pejorative.
Yeah, that's to motivate them.
It's not used. It's not used as a we're all together groupie type of thing.
Right. It reminds me of, you know, when you're a kid. It's like, don't be such a sissy. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a wussy. You know, don't. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Good day, mate. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Who was that midnight?
That was Headless Chicken. I don't know if you remember him.
Where is he? Where's he gone? He'll be back.
I don't know. He came in, then left.
He disappeared. His American internet went, Russia's got me. Fucking, it's either Russia or it's China. China!
Must be riots going on around that server. What was getting me over here in America, and in a weird way, I see a lot of videos. You know, those people is posting up videos quite a bit, but there's a lot of, I guess, like, you know, cops or, you know, authoritative figures just trying to get people in, or just trying to find a way to arrest somebody for anything at all. I don't know. It's really trippy. Also, like, they can put people in lockdown, you know, have people even scared to go drive down the street, you know, get hit down the roads. Don't go near you, St. Louis. Yeah.
You think there's a bit of a power trip going on with
a power trip
at the moment? Yeah.
Oh,
are they just making stuff up in order to just arrest people because they've got the power to do so?
I think what they do is they test people. They'll see how, like, I guess, idiotic they are and what they can get away with. And if the people don't know their rights, the further they'll go, and they'll push it. They'll get as much as they can. It's you know, it's weird because there's too many incentives around here. There's always a big party. So the one who gets the most, you know, tickets or whatever convictions, you know, they always get the prize. It makes things unfair because then you have people are always self-absorbed, you know, it's always the me, the I. So why wouldn't I take advantage of it? Because that's what people are naturally. Opportunists. We're still animals. It still shows in nature what they're doing in the streets and what they do to each other, you know. And then to do this, it's almost like holding a piece of candy and saying, dude, you know, make it happen.
You know what? You know what, PJ? You know what, Jill? I would love to free the children, not free the chicken. Sorry, I misread that. I mean, Jill, the link is up there. I don't know.
Hop on in, man.
Can you put in the message that was above that? Because I'm triggered. I'm really triggered by this.
Everything wants to be called daddy. I mean, is he wrong?
Well, I only want to be called daddy by my children. That's the fucking point. And I don't think Stokey was actually meaning that.
Well, what about your significant other?
I'm triggered because I've been reading a lot of Reddit about girls who like to call their blokes daddy.
That's kind of weird to me. When you said that right now, you know, what about your significant other? I'm like, that's kind of weird.
I mean, some people like doing that, but you know, don't kick shame, bro.
You know,
no, I know they do. Yeah, but why would a chick scream out "daddy" or call her? You know what I mean? That's
here's an even worse
daddy issues.
Here's an even worse one. I was reading a Reddit just the other day where this girl and this bloke, she calls him daddy or whatever. They went to his parents for Sunday dinner or something, and she called him daddy.
Ooh, yikes!
no,
mean,
no, no, no,
that's
no,
cre-
no, no,
that's
no, no,
cringe.
no, no,
What
no,
the
no. Okay,
fuck?
no, that's not.
Yeah.
Look. Keep that shit in the bedroom in your own house. If you,
Right.
when you're with parents or out, you know
I
what I mean? It's
know.
like,
I know. I mean, it's like I can't remember whether it was in "Am I the Asshole" or it was in relationship advice, but fuck me, there's like it doesn't matter. There's like there's boundaries here. There are boundaries. These are my parents. You know, it's like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's an American thing, right?
Oh,
Did you
it's
see that
like-
one video where they had those two black ladies out there? I guess it was out there in Europe, part of Europe, maybe. I'm not exactly sure where, but they're walking down the street and they're in a crowd and these two black chicks. One's all like, "I'm gonna get my pussy stretched. I'm gonna eat some ass," and everybody's just looking at them like, "What the fuck is wrong with these people?" So,
I love these
That
Bond
embarrassed me.
bangers. What the fuck? Ugh.
some people
Come
are
on,
just,
midnight. You can't just put it up there without reading it out. You're supposed to read them out if you put them up there.
Okay, Jill heard them say chicken and appeared like the Batman signal. Yes, the joke is everyone is at the table and the girlfriend says, "Can you pass the salt, daddy?" And both the boyfriend and the father reach for it.
probably the dude's brother and his cousin too.
Why is that so funny to me?
Well, I've got a serious question to ask you. I've got a serious question.
I'm not drunk,
If you're-
okay?
If you're the girlfriend and you've been with your boyfriend, how long is it before you would actually call your boyfriend's parents mummy and daddy? Would you ever? Or does that only happen at marriage? I mean, the whole thing is fucking fucked up. It's sick. It really is. It's like,
Again,
what?
don't kink shame.
I am kink shaming if somebody shames you because they start using it at your fucking parents' house.
Well, yeah, at the fucking parents' house, I get that, but don't kink shame in general, unless you're not doing that.
What's wrong with kink shaming? Come on, what's wrong with it?
I mean, nothing, I guess, but don't. I mean, even if
Why?
you do kink shame, they're gonna do it anyway. So,
But what's wrong with shaming it?
uh,
Are there any kinks that should be shamed, in other words, versus the kinks that are just like, that's just what they do?
I mean, I suppose there is the kink of stepping on puppies. That's one that I've heard years ago, and it's like, what the fuck?
Is that a sex kink, is it?
Apparently, yes. Apparently, there are some people out there who get off to women stepping on puppies, live puppies, by the way, with shoes, with heels
That's-
specifically.
That's crazy.
Oh my word.
Yep, that exists. As fucked up as that is.
I've never heard of that one. That is not very nice at all. That deserves shaming.
And I agree with.
What about if you put a hamster up somebody's arse?
Yikes.
Or
Okay,
your
that
own?
one too. That one too. That because I mean it's a live animal, so obviously that's no. It's
Well, since if that's
I didn't
involving, like,
mention whether it was live. I never mentioned whether it was live or not. I did not.
well, generally people put hamsters that are alive up their ass. I don't know something about the animal moving that gets
Oh.
them.
Oh, Midnight, tell us more about how you know about this.
Dude, I've been around for years.
Armageddon.
Okay, I've seen this shit pop up in movies, in cartoons, and just it's. I never tried it, so it's not like
the Richard
In
Gere
cartoons.
stories.
In
Lost
cartoons, they have
adult
people-
cartoons. Yes,
I-
Family
I-
Guy specifically.
PJ, have you noticed how I've wound Midnight into this? Have you noticed that?
Well, I mean, I'm just answering your question.
Don't
I'm not
answer.
wound.
Don't answer. Don't answer. Midnight. Don't fucking answer.
Okay. I don't answer. Never mind.
Uh,
You guys suck. But
Ah,
then again,
yeah.
I invited you here, so I
And
suppose I'm to blame.
I am a professional asshole.
Yes, you are. How much do you get paid to be one?
I don't get paid a fucking penny. It's just,
Well, how can you be? How can you call
natural.
yourself? Hey, how can you call yourself a professional anything if you don't get paid? Like a professional gets paid by default, don't they?
No, not necessarily. You can be professional at something, but nobody else actually
mhm.
Fair.
acknowledges the profession in order to be able to pay it.
Like a welder or a woodworker, carpenter.
I mean, those jobs are useful. So obviously they're gonna be paid.
Yeah, but those
Ah,
type of
you
jobs, you have like
stupid-
shoddy work, good work, and professional work.
Well,
They're
yeah.
like almost rated at that. Yeah.
House is here. Spooky is now
Oh, right on.
unsubbing. Spooky is
House.
Who
unsubbing from the
remembers wine
midnight.
coolers? Oh, I love wine coolers. I know they're kind of considered girly, but I love wine coolers.
Oh, all right.
Midnight, you have just lost a subscriber from your OnlyFans account.
I don't even have. I don't have an OnlyFans account.
Oh,
But
God,
space. Hello.
that's the type of thing you should never say. You should keep the fun going. Keep
Okay,
it
fine.
going.
I have a MySpace account, but I don't. Sorry, OnlyFans account, but I don't promote it. Happy?
Right.
Well,
Can you be happy and a professional asshole at the same
Yes.
time?
yes, you can. Heretic does pro bono work for his professional asshole services.
I do. I come on streams like this, and I deliver asshole services whether you want it or not. It is pro bono.
Well, I mean, as I said, I'm the one who made the summer. Wow, I can't speak. The stream. Oh, hello, Ken Cuddles. I don't know. Hello, Kincaid. Space, you're always welcome on, obviously. Kincaid.
KKK. Yeah. Change your fucking name.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's
hell,
not.
I told you about that before, Kincaid, and he did it. He did it. I told him it's not very good. It's not a good idea. And he changed it. Hello? It's gone very quiet.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm here.
Oh well, the Sigma is here.
Hello.
Hey, dude.
Sigma Kincaid.
Yeah.
Hey,
I-
he's the one who came up with the name. I don't know.
Beta.
I'm here.
Beta.
Yeah,
Beta.
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 Oh. Yep. I'm a person that exists.
Got to shout that out. If somebody claims anything, you just shout out Beta. It
Okay.
has to be done. It has to be done.
That sounds fun. I'm gonna start doing that at funerals.
Oh God.
Nice.
I attend too many funerals.
Yeah, true.
Well, it's kind of like it's technically part of my job description, but it also isn't. It's the dumbest thing. It's like, oh, we have patients who die, so they want to send somebody to the funeral, and it's like, okay, who wants to go? Nobody. Okay, make Will do it. So
The question is, Will, did you help them?
did I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
It's the weirdest thing. You know what's funny is why do they make the pillows plastic in the places with the most vulnerable people to plastic pillows? It's the darndest thing.
It's the plastic. Is the plastic
It's-
an actual addition? Is it a normal pillow and then somebody is paid shitloads of money to put a plastic housing around it? Is that what
That's
happens?
correct.
It's like
That
it's
is- that-
fucking unreal, isn't it? It is amazing.
It's fucking stupid. It's like, well, what if somebody urinates in their bed and then they get piss on it? Wouldn't you want it to be? No, just fuck. We're the government. We're gonna waste money on this stuff anyway. Like we're gonna just, the pillow's dirty. Throw it out and buy a new one.
Hang on. Will, here's a serious question.
Yeah.
Is it much more difficult to kill somebody by suffocating them with a pillow that has got plastic covering on it than it is with a pillow that's not got plastic covering on it?
Are you talking about just anybody or people who are like in a coma, basically bedridden? Because the kinds of people I deal with, if you really wanted to, you could just, just like your hand or whatever, or like you wouldn't need a plastic pillow, but plastic pillows are easier to suffocate people with in general.
Really? Oh, they're
Yeah.
easier rather than
Yeah.
rather than they force holes in the area to allow somebody to breathe. Right. I did not know that.
Right. I know that's a shocking statistic. So
I think you should start a Facebook group for the anti-plastic pillows.
yeah, cousin to Insulate UK or Britain or whatever the fuck those people are. I've seen some of those people. They're fucking mad. They're absolutely bonkers. The ones that have the fucking the yellow and orange vests on and they sit in the middle of the road and glue themselves to concrete or whatever.
Yeah, that's now Just Stop Oil. They started.
I thought it was Insulate Britain or whatever.
Well, I mean, there was them, and prior to that, there was another group. But now there's this group called Just Stop Oil, and I
want to sit down with them and be like, "Hey, so how's that going? Not well? Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought."
Well, there was a group of them recently that actually they got concrete. They were carrying concrete or cement with them. They mixed it up. Then they sat down on the ground and then they concreted their hands to the ground. Now, what's really interesting about that is you can't just use a fluid to get rid of it because it's gone fucking hard. The only way to get rid of it is to use a drill. Now, of course, that's gonna really fucking hurt if that goes wrong. That's really going to hurt.
You know what? I have an idea. We find out we're going to start our own charity organization. It's a counter charity organization that finds out where these fuckers live. And overnight, we build concrete walls in front of the doors of their fucking shitty flats, right? And it's called Just Stop Being a Cunt. That's our charity. Stop being a cunt.
Hold on. It's already there. There was a bunch, I saw it on Twitter today. There was a bunch of Just Stop Oil protesters that were in London. They were all sat in a circle, and around them were a bunch of other people who were dressed exactly like them, but their T-shirts said, "Just stop pissing everybody off."
Yeah.
And they were just holding hands in a circle around them, stopping them from going into the road.
Good.
It's absolutely perfect. The whole world is going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
A lot of them. All of them. There are professional assholes everywhere. I am wholly in favor.
It's like, can you go? Do we have to do this? It's like, okay, so Just Stop Oil. Okay, so we stopped oil. Now, how are we going to power everything? And they're like, electricity. Yeah, where does the electricity come from? Oh, you don't
Right.
know? Right. I rest my case. Thanks.
Wind, but it's not fucking windy. Sun, but it's cloudy.
This is the fuck. This is
Hydro,
the fucking UK, mate. We haven't had sun in 400 years.
but we've got a lot of wind. We are the world's #1 windiest country in the world.
You're gonna need some oil for those bearings on those wind towers there.
Yeah.
Shh. They're plastic. No, don't say that. They're not plastic. They're made of they're made of wood. Out in the sea.
They're made out of the hopes and dreams of orphans. Don't look into it. Don't think about it.
They come from Stoke. They're Stokies.
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 Run on the souls of aborted fetuses.
I have faith. I have faith that Margaret Thatcher is still alive somewhere. Her icy, still beating undead lich heart is powering all the electric vehicles in London.
Why?
She must be a lich. She has to be.
The woman was an absolute bitch.
I don't know. It's hard to believe that we live in a time where we look back and go, "Damn, I miss Thatcher."
No,
Isn't
no,
that
no.
fucking on?
No, she was the start of the whole fuck up of everything.
You think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything to do with Thatcher and Reagan was all this start of all of these advancements that gets us to a position where we are no longer strong people. We're all just weak, relying on systems to do everything for us.
Yeah, I guess Thatcherism does get you to Blairism, doesn't it?
Totally. You
Yeah.
can see it. If you look backwards, you can see the whole thing. We lose all of the people that do all of the jobs that needed to be done, the really nasty, horrible jobs where you die by the age of 45. Get rid of them all. Get rid of them all because the people in fucking China can do all of that and we can import it for a lot cheaper. So you lot stop doing that. All of you become HR managers instead. You know? I was like,
All right,
what a fuck up. I mean, the whole thing.
I don't know. The whole fucking world has gone to shit, but especially the UK.
Oh,
Especially,
totally.
you fucking want.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But like with everything, when the UK does it, the US follows pretty quickly afterwards.
Well, it's because usually what happens is the dumb shit
We've got
that
control of you. Yeah, we have. We are your
university.
overlords. We are
Yeah,
your overlords. You just don't accept it, but it's true.
Well, in an intellectual sense. With your fucking universities and shit. It starts at Oxford and then it goes to Berkeley and then Berkeley disseminates it to the rest of the country with all the fucking. I don't know who exported English socialism really. Was it really the English people? We'll never know.
George Soros
Oh yeah,
and the World Economic Forum
yeah.
and Winston Churchill.
That's the weirdest thing. Winston Churchill did that, but also, the Nazis. So, it's a double-edged sword, churchy boy.
And Stalin.
Oh yeah.
It's all like. Have you what? I've been watching The Last of Us. Has anybody seen that?
I have.
Wow, what a fucking series! And it's like it's only series 1. When's series 2 coming out?
Well, the problem is eventually you will have to do The Last of Us 2, right? And the game was awful. It's like, oh, well, we played as the heroes for long enough. Now we're gonna play from the villain's perspective. What?
Maybe. But the interesting thing is about the fungus, right?
Yeah,
Fungi,
cordyceps.
it's all connected. Actually, we are all fucking connected, and we've got different tentacles that end up all out there, and they're all just fighting each other, but we're all part of the same fucking fungus. And that's really interesting to look at how the world is really going, how it has gone since the 1980s with all this expansion of this all nicey fungus. Yeah, we're all nicey as long as you're a fucking liberal Democrat in the way we fucking define it. And somehow all those nasty Soviet communists and those Soviet Chinese people, they're all really nasty, but actually we are those people now, and we're going to tell you, because you've taken on our principles from the 1960s and 70s, and we're going to say that you're bad.
It's funny. It's funny. Your electoral system over there is interesting because when whoever's saying the most conservative things when it comes to elections tends to win, and then they just don't do that. And now even Labor has caught on to this strategy, and now they're saying conservative things like, yeah, fuck the immigrants, no more people, close the borders. And it's like, wait a minute, you're fucking Labor. What are you talking about, mate? What the fuck are you talking about?
Nobody represents, absolutely nobody represents the working class people in this country.
No.
And that has been the case since the 1980s, 1990s.
All the people who make all the important decisions in your fucking country have never seen a working class person.
Well, that's because all of them are an elite. They come through by taking their political classes at Cambridge and Oxford. They do the debating society and they become politicians straight away, because normal people don't want power. They do not want it. They just want the people in power to actually be representing them and not trying to be egotistical, narcissistic cunts. And the problem is, all we have is egotistical, narcissistic cunts.
Right. Well, you don't have English people in England anymore. They don't exist. They're going away. They're going to the Grey Havens. They're getting on the boats. They're going now.
What do you mean? We're all English.
Well,
anybody born in England is English.
No, I disagree.
I disagree. Why?
I think that there's an English ethos that you can't deny. You know, tea time, 11s, fucking bad teeth is also part of it. But
that disappeared. That disappeared in the 1990s.
Working class done good. Yeah, the working class done good people are going away. They don't exist anymore.
No, that's the point. That's the point. There's like that all disappeared in the 1990s. It's like there is no working class. Everybody must be an HR manager or some kind of administrator or above.
Yeah.
And only the scum would work in the construction industry or get their hands dirty while they're working. It's like, that is it.
Yeah.
Social workers, National Health Service, teachers, and HR managers. That is it.
I see. This is the part of me that understands why you guys still retain the monarchy, because it's the one piece of your national identity that still exists, like a living relic of that time. But now that the Queen's fucking dead, the new guy who took over for her doesn't have the same kind of connections to your national identity for the past almost 100 years.
But there isn't a fucking national identity.
Oh yeah, there is. There definitely is.
No, there isn't. It's sort of gone. But the Queen is dead. Long live the King. The King is dead. Long live the King. The King is dead. Long live the King. It's like, hey, I agree with you. What you're saying, Will.
No, I understand
that
what you're
will
getting at.
continue. That will continue.
Yeah.
Midnight. Are you there? Are you going to show the latest comment?
Yeah, hold on.
Just click on that. There we go. Thank you. You can read it out.
Comrade Heretic is correct.
Boom!
Fist.
Boom!
Oh fuck! What do I do now?
You,
I don't know.
I don't know. Cope.
No, okay.
Even the Stokey agrees with me. Wow. What the fuck is going on? I'm a professional asshole. Are you joining my club, Spooky?
Yeah.
He does say that President Biden is such a great president, though. I think there should be a /S against that.
President Biden might be a good president if he was actually a president. I think that's the main thing holding him back.
If he didn't have dementia and Alzheimer's at the same time, it might work.
He's got some new fucking thing.
Poor Joe Biden. He doesn't even know how bad he is. It's like, it's got to be the best position to be in, doesn't it? The thing is, you've got Kamala Harris that doesn't have a clue how bad she is, and she's only 45. Fuck me. I could be wrong on her age, but she's only half the age of Biden anyway.
Yeah, almost. Well, it's good to know that I'm not the only person who has absolutely fuck all going on right at the moment. So that's good.
There you go. Will, I'm going to show you something. You will love this.
Maybe. Hold on. I was putting change in my change jar. There's got to be at least $300 in change in there now.
Oh, wow.
I just walk around with so much fucking change in my pocket, and then my wife does her thing with the fucking bakery, and they leave tips, so we just have so many fucking...
Oh, your wife has a bakery?
Yeah, she makes cupcakes and stuff, and the lady who owns the place is Puerto Rican, so they do empanadas and other Puerto Rican food. So.
Midnight, share my screen.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Kamala Harris Venn diagram.
Oh, yeah, that's about right. I think you mathematically and logically and everything else fucking... Yeah, that's true.
That has to be the best Venn diagram I have ever seen.
It is.
Yeah, you made it.
No, it was nothing to do with me.
Oh, well, I assumed you made it. I don't know.
I do not have the creativity to make a Venn diagram that is actually not a Venn diagram. But that's the fucking point. Is like that is the most fantastic Venn diagram that I've.
Yeah,
ever
I thought it was weird. It wasn't even a Venn diagram. It's just a non-Venn diagram. It's like, okay.
But it's a Kamala Harris Venn diagram.
Well, that's important change.
What is a non-Venn diagram? Venn diagram? Is it just a Venn or a diagram? Then
it is exactly what you see where none of the circles actually overlap. In other words, Kamala Harris does not have any intellect, any leadership ability, or any communication skills. She is just out there in the ether.
Yeah, she's definitely out there.
Venn diagram ever. That is the best Venn diagram I've ever seen. What's that, PJ?
I have no more faith in anything anymore.
What?
Well, not anything, but most things I don't have faith in. Things that I like the system working or other people, or it's just the same fucking thing. You know, it's like you throw a rock in the water, there's ripples and shit, and it's pretty much the same as the last time you threw a rock in the water. You know what I mean? It's all very predictable, very, you know.
We are heading.
Reality.
Go on, PJ. Go on.
Oh, I said, it's reality. Reality sucks balls.
It's fucking, you know, it'd be exciting if it weren't so fucking boring. You know what I mean, lads?
Hello, I'm black. No, I don't know.
What?
Have you been smoking midnight?
No, not
Hi,
yet.
Hi, I'm
donated to the
Midnight. I'm
United
back, and I'm
Negro College
blacker
Fund.
than ever. Midnight back, and he's blacker than ever.
Yep.
Back in black. I want my baby back.
Baby back. That's a good jam.
I'm pretty
You're
sure
all
it didn't-
black.
I'm pretty sure it didn't start Back in Black. The Back in Black comes from AC/DC, but
Yeah.
the other
I
I think
bit
it's
didn't.
if black is black. I want my baby back. If gray is gray. I can't remember how it goes.
I'm operating on like 2 brain cells today because I feel like shit.
Well, one more than usual then. Will?
Fuck off!
Fuck off!
Hi!
Asshole!
Oi, fuck off! you.
Asshole! I accept it. I accept it and I embrace it.
Can somebody explain to me what the fuck boffin is?
A boffin.
I heard a Scottish person say fucking boffin the other day, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is!
Okay, a boffin is it's like a professor.
Uh,
It's like a
you could
geeky.
be just
old-
making this up now, and I would just be
Nope.
like, okay.
No. A boffin is a geeky old, usually a guy. That's how it was always termed, but I think that comes from the patriarchal times because women don't get old now if they're boffins. They die young because they never get married and they whatever. So we've got somebody called the Gay Agenda in the chat. I've no idea who that is, but
Thank God the gay agenda is here.
thank God for that.
You
Yeah,
know,
with
chill.
that
I don't know.
beautiful-
I don't know why you wasn't on a sock unless somebody, also Al, whatever the fuck that was, unless somebody banned you before.
It's probably
a beautiful
ox.
flag. A beautiful flag.
I mean, why would ox be on a why would ox be on a sock when when it doesn't want to be anywhere near you?
No, I mean banned. No, I'm saying that maybe he's on a sock because he was banned by ox.
Oh,
I can't remember what I was saying now.
I don't know where I am anymore. I can't remember what my fucking name is.
Boffin. Boffin.
Where the fuck am I? Who are you? How are you getting my house?
A boffin is the old guy down the pub that knows all the answers to the quiz, right?
You know what?
Yeah,
That makes sense now. Thank you.
that's about
Thank-
it.
Thank you, wise old Englishman.
It's a bit of a pejorative, but some people actually like to be called a boffin. If you see what I mean, it's like,
Yeah. I would. Oh yeah, I'm a boffin. I'm a pangolin.
all right. Thank you, Spooky.
Are you going to have you pinned the StreamYard link midnight?
Yes.
Yes. It's
What?
just literally nobody cares. There's nothing going on anymore. It's the summertime. But,
Can
Like
we have the gay agenda coming in then? Because I think it's Will Freeman myself. How's that?
it could be.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll repost the link, even though it's
No,
Even though
it's pinned.
yeah, I know, but people don't see it. They see my long ass name and they don't see the actual link. You know, they don't feel like clicking on it.
All right. You nearly said something interesting then, Will, and I cut you off. I apologize.
Did I know? I'm always nearly saying something interesting. Never quite.
Come on, PJ. What's been going on in your life?
All right, gay agenda.
Oh, nothing really interesting.
Hopefully you don't have to be a porn bomber.
Changed the serpentine belt for a neighbor today who's got a pretty messed up engine there, I guess.
What the hell's a serpentine bell? What is that?
Oh, you know the belt.
Do you not have a car?
It's the belt that that goes from the crank and pretty much drives all your components, alternator, compressors, and all that jazz. And
the
the
belt.
neighbor comes over.
I thought you said bell, as in ding,
Oh,
ding,
no,
ding.
No, sorry, belt. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why the fuck? What the fuck is a serpentine bell? Is it like some kind of summoning item?
That's what I asked. What the hell's a serpentine
I ring
bell?
the serpentine bell and
The
summon,
serpentine
you know.
bell would also be called my belt buckle.
Well, I have actually never heard of a term. I've never actually heard the term a serpentine belt either.
Mhm. Oh,
I get it. He was referencing his cock. Ha!
No, my-
Yes, I was. My very big serpentine bell. Very long.
You know what? While we're talking about nothing, let me tell you something. I have a guilty pleasure. I like inane small talk, like a lot. I like to just have a conversation about absolutely sweet fuck all. My three favorite topics of small talk are the weather, politics, like, oh man, have you seen the price of gas lately? Oh man, that's crazy, right? Yeah, everything's so expensive. And then probably my third one is, man, the weather's shit out here. I think that's the weather twice though. So two then. Yeah. I like the weather that much. That's my favorite one.
the weather's always changing too, so I guess you could use it twice.
Is this why you've got no friends, though, Will?
Well, I don't have friends for other reasons.
That's because you're a professional asshole.
Yeah.
Just accept it.
If I wasn't a professional asshole, I'd be sitting here talking about nothing all the time.
You'd be sitting with some interesting people, and everybody would be loving you every time you opened your mouth.
I know. I can't do it though.
No.
I see things that irritate me, and I have to tell everyone about it.
That's because you're Sigma.
Yeah. I did. I was watching one of my own. See, this is how fucking pretentious I am. I was watching one of my own streams on my way to work like a few days ago.
Were you telling yourself on your in your car how right you were?
I was about to say that. Yes. That's what man, this guy really knows what he's talking about. The only person I say that about is me. I think that I was talking about, like, man, why aren't we killing politicians? Don't you miss those days when people would assassinate presidents? Don't you miss that?
And that's the end of the stream. That's it.
That stopped with what, the Clintons?
Yeah. Well, no, the Clintons were trying to assassinate other people. They turned the tables on the whole assassination thing.
Anything to protect themselves. So I wonder if that's the same type of deal, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's your reasoning behind wanting to assassinate your politicians?
Because the whole system eventually just gets it's like a feedback loop. You know what I mean? Where sometimes politicians, you know, enact laws because they're crooked and they've got crooked friends who help them fucking rush it through the fucking system, and eventually anyway, without getting into too much detail, eventually it gets to the point where they've created laws to prevent them from being held accountable for violating, you know, basic human rights and stuff. So sometimes the system becomes so corrupt that the only thing you can do really is,
But
fucking blow their brains out.
Isn't this where the First Amendment comes in? Is it the First Amendment?
No,
Where
that one's the one about speech. I think it's a general principle
Is it
of.
the Second Amendment? Which one is it that you're allowed militia?
Oh, I think it's a second.
Oh yeah, it's the second one. Yeah.
That's the one. It's like the politicians and the elite don't give a shit about us and whatever, and so we're going to actually annihilate them.
Yeah, that is the general idea. Yeah, but nobody actually knows what It's just what's the word for it? It's just
Hey,
the thing.
apparently your friend had a rage had a stream earlier disagreeing with a Kincaid stream. Unsurprising.
I thought Knock wasn't going to respond to us. That's weird. That's weird because that kind of sounds like a response. That's odd that he would do that, right, fellas?
Right, I'll be back in a few minutes because I've been drinking, so I've got the munchies, so I need to get something to eat. Back soon.
Okay. I'll be here. Oh, I wouldn't fucking. So wait a minute. So Knock has done another stream, right? Well, last time I checked, he had 3 videos on his Rage to Reason channel. So this would make the 4th. So that means that 50% of the content on that channel is about me and Smokey. That doesn't exactly sound like somebody who's over it, but that's okay. I've made no attempt to seem otherwise, I don't think. I can hold
guys,
my.
I got a phone call. I'll be back later on. Later.
Okay. From the government. Run. So Midnight, what are you up to?
Eating really quick.
Oh, okay. I have nothing to contribute right now. Literally woke up from a nap. I have to. Hopefully, I don't end up stuck at work for 16 hours today. Hopefully, that's something that doesn't happen.
Oh, okay. I needed a little snack to hold me over. Holy shit, that felt good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was on the second channel. Okay.
Well, so then half of his content is dedicated to me and Smokey, respectively. Good.
Possibly 75%. I don't know.
Yeah, he said that he wasn't gonna. The last time I heard from him, he said that he wasn't gonna do videos about us. He wasn't gonna be baited into it, and then we baited him, and he did it anyway. So I guess he hasn't really changed that much. For somebody who sticks his finger in my chest and says you haven't changed, well, neither of you, like literally at all. So whatever. It's just he's just my favorite person to make fun of. I don't know what else to say about it. He says dumb things, and I go, "Ha ha, that's a dumb thing you said. Ha ha, Indian one leg ice cream, whatever."
You know what I just realized?
Knock. Go ahead.
Knock is the G-man to your drag.
Kind of.
I just thought of that.
Yeah, that's about the gap. Yeah. I'm just the road runner in this situation.
So $300 and change. Wow, that should be enough. That should be enough. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I don't know. It might be more than that. Sometimes I just throw a 20 in there too. So. Whenever I have extra walking around cash at the end of a pay cycle, my pay cycles are 2 weeks. because I'm a salary man, technically. I do get overtime, but technically I'm on salary, so it's nice to have both things. I don't actually work
Oh.
at I don't punch a time clock except for my overtime.
So you're a Japanese salaryman.
Yeah, I am. Wait, do you have a Crunchyroll subscription?
No, I watch anime using either 9anime or none at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Are you
because
gonna
I've been
recommend anime?
watching. There's a new one. There's a new one that came. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to find something decent to watch the other day, and I was like, well, I can watch YouTube and be depressed, or I can watch anime and depressed. So I decided anime was probably the. I'm not depressed because anything's going on. I'm depressed because I'm bored.
Well,
I think
yeah.
that's probably why I'm picking on Knock. But anyway, I saw this anime, The Great Cleric, and it's not like anything really that good or interesting. It's just kind of a whatever thing you throw on, but they're new episodes, so.
Yeah. Have you watched My Hero Academia?
No, I deliberately avoid anime like that because I am an edgy person. I won't watch anything that everyone's seen. I avoid on Crunchyroll. I avoid all of the top picks. I watched the first 2 seasons of Attack on Titan and then nothing else. And then like I watched like Naruto and Full Metal Alchemist and shit like that, but that was like a decade ago. So
Wait, which Fullmetal Alchemist? You better have watched the good one.
yeah, I watched Brotherhood.
Although to be fair, the 2003 one does have its charms, kind of.
Well, it's what got me into it, so it's not like I could throw it out entirely.
True.
Yes,
One
I was
thing- One thing I will give the original or the 2003 one is that it did spend a little more time giving Lust a more like a little backstory. Right, in Brotherhood she shares an homunculi, which is okay, but still, there are other homunculi that get more screen time and personality, like King Bradley, for fuck's sake, or Greed, right? Hell, hell, even Envy, even Envy gets a fucking character arc in a sense. Gluttony
Yeah,
is just Gluttony.
when I was a kid, Gluttony used to give me nightmares.
I can see why. God damn. That thing
And
is.
the fucking thing with the dog.
Oh yeah, that is etched in everyone's memory. Literally
Help me!
anyone. Oh,
Help me!
Edward. Like,
Oh god!
Jesus.
When every time I hear that bit with Alex Jones crying about humanoids being crossed with fish, and he does the fake crying, not crying thing, all I can hear is Edward.
Yeah, right. Oh, that scene is just that entire anime was so fucking good. Yeah. You could say, oh, Father's plan made no sense, and it was vague as fuck, and whatever. But I don't know. I liked it.
The whole anime doesn't make any sense unless you like actually pay attention in Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Like in the original one, it doesn't make any sense. The fucking Shambhala one, what the fuck? I can't remember the whole name of that. The movie. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Brotherhood did a much better job of ending the series.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I still feel bad for Father. Honestly, I know people are like, "Well, he was a mass murderer. He was an asshole. He killed millions to get what he wanted." Okay, but he was still a tragic character. Like all he wanted was to be free.
Shut up, Mr. Duck.
Dog.
Yeah, it's my Mr. Duck.
Yeah, but wait, hold on. Did you step on your dog though? Because it sounded like there was like a yelp. Like,
No, he just sounds like that because he's a Chihuahua.
oh, I see. Okay, that explains everything.
Yeah. So, I like anime that doesn't make any attempt to do sequels, like Death Parade and Erased. Those are both good series. I think
Erased was very good. A lot of people didn't really like the ending, but whatever.
I thought the ending was fine. I
Yep,
mean, I think most people want the hero to end up with the girl or whatever, and that's not how. I mean, like I like Erased for the same reason I like Afterlife. They did what 2 or 3 seasons of Afterlife with Ricky Gervais. It didn't need that many fucking episodes. It didn't need a whole bunch of sequels. I feel like Death Parade probably does, but it's fine where they left it. They didn't really explain like anything about how the world actually works. And the fact that it's in the Death Note universe makes it interesting because people want to know. Yeah. There's an episode on Death Parade where the soul comes up for judgment that can't be judged. But they ask it to be judged anyway as part of a test. And it's very clearly Light Yagami. So the whole series takes place like literally just before and just after the death of Light Yagami. By the way, spoilers for that anime.
You watch Bleach?
I used to. I had a
So-
girlfriend in high school whose secret obsession was with Bleach for a while. So I torrented her basically the entire series because she was not. Yeah, so I looked like, some kind of mega genius. Like, look, I torrented this. Oh man, that's amazing how you got that. No, not really. The magnet link.
Well, I recently saw a video. That went into details about oh god, I'm terrible with names. That snake guy with the blue hair. I forget his name.
I don't fucking know.
Well, anyways. Hang on a sec.
Default ringtone.
It's for you.
Oh boy.
Sorry about that. It was a phone call. But
No shit,
so,
Sherlock. What else do you get coming through on your phone?
Brojo, even though he won't come in.
What's that, Brojo? What's that?
No, it wasn't actually. It was my dad.
Ah,
Oh wait,
No,
your dad talks to you? That's shocking. That's news to me.
I mean, yeah.
is he watching your stream and telling you, what do you think you're doing?
No, not
Talking to
really.
those
No, he's not.
assholes.
He's not watching my stream. None of my family actually watch my stream. Yeah, well, it's either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. So
It's always a good thing. It's always a good thing. They should never know what your sock is. They should never know your personal life in that regard.
Has anybody here ever attempted to eat organic peanut butter?
Yes,
It's a load of old fucking rubbish.
it
organic
is.
peanut butter just sounds like regular peanut butter to me.
It's not.
Th- th-
It's fucking shit.
It's absolutely shit. I don't care what they're putting in Jif or Peter Pan peanut butter or whatever the fuck the name variant. I don't care what the fuck. It could be fucking sautéed raccoons' assholes. I don't care. Whatever it is that they put in regular peanut butter that makes it taste good, more of that and less of whatever the fuck organic is. It's
Yeah.
so
To
fucking
me,
oily.
to me, the word organic just seems useless because aren't peanuts organic to begin with?
They are, but this is like no whatever makes it taste good stuff. I don't care what chemical it is. It might as well be fucking xylitol.
Brojo is
See,
Midnight's dad. Got it.
You see,
I mean, he is
midnight
old enough, I guess. What?
in Europe. In Europe, if you let's say we could grow peanuts here, if you were trying to grow organic peanuts on your farm, but the farm next door was using additives and stuff that wasn't organic, you would not be able to claim that it was organic because that stuff might get to you, if you see what I mean.
So let's see here. Let me see if I got a jar of regular peanut butter so I can compare what the ingredients list looks like. I think all we
I
have
like
left.
to ground peanuts into peanut butter. Tastes better than the jar stuff. Never really tried doing that. Making my own peanut butter. Interesting.
That sounds as difficult as boring, I've got to say, Bond, as grinding down your own coffee beans with a porter and messel.
I mean, if the man wants to do it, the man wants to do it.
Or is
You
it a
know?
mess?
So the ingredients list
a
are-
mortar and pestle.
So this is Justin's Naturally Delicious Classic Peanut Butter, right? The ingredients list is 3 items. Dry roasted. No, it's 2 items. It's dry roasted peanuts and palm oil. That's it. And I'm just like, okay. I'm dumb. Maybe if I stir this up, maybe it'll taste better. Hold on. Because I don't need
why
a
don't you
whole
look
lot.
for the ingredients in regular peanut butter?
I'll tell you what will make it taste better, Will. Nutella.
Oh my god, I love Nutella.
Yeah.
God, when I lived in Italy, there were so many fucking variations of Nutella. It was fucking amazing. Oh,
You lived in Italy? I'm going to call you Porco Blanco from now on.
I mean, I was born in Italy, bitch.
Oh, you were born in Italy? You're not even
Yes.
an American citizen? Oh,
No, I am.
Get the fuck out.
I'm a naturalized American citizen.
But you
Okay.
can't be president. Midnight can't be president.
Oh,
Thank
well.
God for that.
Nutella gives you more than just a fucking double chin, Bond. More than that, I'll tell you.
The grocery stores have a little section where you can just pull the lever. What? You could just pull the lever to where you can make your own peanut butter? I'm confused. What?
Wait, can you speak Italian? Like fluently?
Well, not fluently, but I can speak decently enough. I can speak like Buongiorno, principessa, come stai stasera? Bella notte che stiamo avendo. Hey, ragazzo, voglio un po' d'acqua.
More like, I sono affamato. Morte da fame, you fat prick.
Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella.
Maria, la chiave! And there's a foreigner. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano. Lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano. Io sono un italiano.
I think you'd like it at the ball show, wouldn't you, Midnight?
Does Dragnet Silvus know that you're like an immigrant?
Yes.
Oh, well then he should
believe
shut the
so.
fuck up. He should shut the fuck up about you then.
I mean,
Has he got a problem? Has Dragnaut Silvers got a problem with Midnight Sparkle?
you
Had that
have
for a
no
while.
idea. Yeah, you have no idea.
Oh, tell me more.
Do you want me to go off air?
No, I want it live.
Well, I don't have a job. I'm overweight, and I'm not in school. That's it. And I'm not responsible. And let's see.
But
what
is that
else?
it? I mean, is that it? I mean, fucking hell. I remember this from about 6 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, well, it's still going.
But
Say it
6 years ago, you were actually complaining about not having a job, and you needed a job, and you wanted help to get a job, and blah blah blah. And it's like, all right, yeah, well, that job didn't work, so be it.
Will, what is that background noise?
Peanut
I
butter.
don't know. It's probably my sink. I'm washing my hand. Am I allowed to wash
Oh.
my hands?
Yes, you are.
But mute your fucking microphone, you cunt.
I didn't think that they would pick that up. It wasn't that close.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Helsing. Helsing. Wow. I can never pronounce her fucking name, so I always go
Halcyonic
Helsing.
kaiju.
Halcyonic Kaiju. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so I just stirred up that peanut butter to see if maybe that's the trick, and it did make it taste a little better in that it made it taste like nothing. So there's that.
Okay. Could you please highlight Bond's latest?
Drag is overweight as well, though. Yes, I know
Yeah,
he
but-
is.
Leave that there. Just leave that there, right?
Okay.
Just
Well,
leave that
that's
there.
why Drag added all those caveats of student has job. Also,
Yes.
you can't be overweight and not also be a student or have a job.
See, calling somebody overweight is just a very polite way of saying they're a fat cunt, right?
Yes.
62% of Americans are obese.
And Drag is probably within that 62%.
Yeah, and he's a Texan, so I don't want to hear him complain about things that are too fucking big.
And he thinks he's really clever because he wears a white coat occasionally and goes into a fucking lab. And
Yeah,
I've got to
that'll be
say,
great. By the time Drag is 80, he may have had some kind of impact on the world.
but it's
Good.
one of the most boring jobs ever. Ever.
Well, I mean, if you don't like it, obviously it's boring.
Being a scientist, collecting data. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, okay.
You know
When
what?
you get to do something interesting, then come back and talk to me about it. But at the moment,
I'm at the age in my life that I don't think we fucking need any of this bullshit. It's like, well, what if we discover the cure for cancer? Yeah, so fucking what? What about
Yeah,
all
but
the millions of people that have already died since? How many deaths are by the time we have a cure for cancer, we also have fucking AI robot overlords that run the whole planet. Was it worth it?
the bottom line is Drag is actually continuing to get at Midnight because Midnight hasn't got a job, is overweight. And what was the other bit? You're a lazy cunt. You're an asshole. You're what?
I haven't have a job. Is overweight, and I'm not in school.
And you're not in school. It's like, okay.
Wait, how do you get government benefits when you're Italian? What?
I'm disabled. What the fuck are you talking about? Honestly.
Yeah, but we don't help foreign disabled people, just regular.
Oh, you are a bigot, aren't you? You're a professional bigot.
I don't fucking care. Yeah, I am so.
Yeah. No, I didn't say anything about it. I just highlighted.
Yeah, and I fucking hate Armenians too.
There was no judgment.
The Young Turks did absolutely nothing wrong. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Are you pro Azerbaijan then?
Hell yeah, every day.
I don't
Just
know
kidding.
enough. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between an Armenian and an Azerbaijani. I was like, I mean, they could be there, one on one side, one on the other side, and they could be talking in each of their own languages, and I wouldn't know the fucking difference.
Well, okay. So if you the men, you can't tell the difference. It's the women you can tell the difference. It's very obvious.
Is it? Explain.
Yeah, one looks like a hairy, somewhat brownish white person, and the other looks like Kim Kardashian.
Really?
Yeah.
And
They
out of the one that's brownish, whitish, hairy-ish versus they've got a really big fat ass and they're plumped up with full of fucking fake shit and they're bitches. Which one would you choose?
Oh, I'd choose the hairy one all day because I know that she can cook a decent meal and not ask too many fucking questions.
So what are we talking about?
We're talking about why Armenians are an inferior race and need to be exterminated.
Well,
Yeah,
that
so the
gets you demonetized.
Kardashians. Yeah, so the Kardashians are all Armenian. Anna Kasparian, also Armenian. Anita Sarkeesian, also also Armenian. Am I making my case yet?
I mean, not to me.
I mean,
But what you're saying is Azerbaijanis, who actually are from pretty much the same fucking place as Armenia.
their women are less pleasant to look at, but overall better people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is that true though?
Yes. Look at what Armenian people have done for the world. They ruined
What's that got
Kanye.
to do with looks? What's that got to do with looks? What they look like? Because if people come from the same place in the world, and Armenia and Azerbaijan is basically completely fucking mixed up all over the place because they're right next to each other, they're going to look the fucking same.
Well, it's a lot like the same way that if you looked at two dogs that were similar breeds, like I don't fucking know. I don't know how to explain it better than that, I guess. It's like
two black Labradors. Yeah, I can't tell the fucking difference. And
yeah, but they can. But they're walking around sniffing each other's assholes all day.
And when they bark, I can't tell the difference then either.
They can tell. They
might be able to. They might be able to. But I can't.
I'm just saying, the Turkish people know what I'm talking about. I think that if you polled, people,
are different people. They're different.
Well, the Turks have Armenians in there. It's not just Azerbaijan. It's it's fucking Turkey as well. Well, not anymore, but it used to be. Before they killed them all.
Well, I'm guessing that Armenia would have been the same as well. I mean, the Ottoman Empire stretched into fucking Russia at some point, and it's invaded it a few times.
Well, the Armenians were persecuted for being a religious minority and that they were Christians in a Muslim empire. So that's why they were exterminated. So you know what's funny is the Turks were doing Hitler before Hitler was cool. Because if you look into like how they treated the Armenians versus how Hitler treated the Jews, it's literally exactly the same thing. Like, I feel like Hitler was educated enough to look at the history of religious and ethnic persecution and cleansing over a long period of time and go, you know what? The Ottomans, they're the ones who had it because they did literally the same fucking thing, right down to concentration camps and mass extermination.
But you just said Anna Cartesian. Is that her name?
Didn't one of the young Turks actually deny the Armenian genocide?
Hold on.
Yeah. Cenk Uygur, which is funny because Anna Kasparian is the co-host of the Young Turks, and the Young Turks
are Armenian.
That's correct. She is Armenian. See, I'm making my case right now. All the Armenian women that I've ever known in my entire life are fucking horrible. They're horrible people.
But what you said is she's not Turkish, so she couldn't be a Young Turk. Because she's Armenian.
No, right. She's an Armenian. Okay, so the Young Turks was the name of so for the Turks, the Ottomans, the whatever you want to fucking call them, the Young Turks is basically what Nazis are to Germany. They named their podcast after after a far right wing fucking whatever exterminationist party.
You're
Yeah, it doesn't
losing
make
me
any
here. You're losing me here, Will.
Are you not making this okay?
It's
So the Young
it's going
Turks
a bit too, it's going
podcast.
a bit too fast for me, really.
Okay. The Young Turks podcast is named after a political movement and group that ethnically cleansed Armenians from that part of the world. Right?
And Anna Kasparian classifies herself as the
She's
chief
Armenian
executive.
and she is the
She is the
co-host of a
chief
podcast
executive.
by the same name.
He actually runs the Young Turks.
It's like if Ben Shapiro was a co-host on a podcast named The Nazis. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Or
no,
Hitler. or something.
it could actually, the better way of doing it would be Ben Shapiro was the head of the Young Democrats.
Well, not quite, but yes, sort of. Anyway, Anita Sarkeesian.
That's the point. It's like,
Anita Sarkeesian, Gamergate. I rest my case.
She admitted recently that she was wrong in a load of stuff. A load of stuff that she'd been talking about, she'd been talking bullshit about.
We all knew that. She just didn't say
everybody else. Everybody else knew it, but of course, Democrat people, they have to lie until they're finally caught out. Like, who was the young white lad that did the shooting in somewhere? Rittenhouse.
Well, he didn't do a shooting.
She recently admitted that pretty much everything she said to do with that recently, she admitted it. Everything that the Young Turks promoted and blasted out to everybody was lies. It was not checked. It was not true. And they caused.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking about Kasparian, not Sarkeesian. Yeah. Okay. I was confused there for a second. Anita Sarkeesian and Anna Kasparian are two different. Anita Sarkeesian, yeah, that's the names, right? So
because you brought in the Young Turks, you see, and I was thinking, okay, it's the same person, right?
Anita Sarkeesian. Anita Sarkeesian.
Anita Sarkeesian, yes.
Yes, feminist frequency with she was going to make videos and then she scammed everyone and people still give her money.
Who was the science guy that really went after her? Very big YouTuber. Basically nearly got cancelled because of it. Thunderfoot. Fucking brilliant. What a great guy he was, but damn, he was getting very close to the edge.
Is he still around?
Yeah. He was getting very close to the edge, not because he wasn't right, but because of the fucking the left wing control over this type of media that we play about on.
Yeah, well, he started to say some goofy things during COVID that didn't make any fucking sense. So,
what was he saying about COVID?
He pretended to know more about vaccines than he actually did.
Okay, I haven't watched any of his stuff in the past few years.
He was a pro lockdowner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anybody can get taken in by anything. I mean, one of the main arguments around a lot of that stuff is, well, we don't know anything about this thing. We do know it's killing people, so we have to do something about it. And if people just said that and maintained it, instead of going, we've done all of this stuff and we know it's safe and we know this and we know that and blah, blah, blah. It's like, fucking hell. But
well, now we're at the point where the majority of
lockdown is a way of preventing something that is moved about by people breathing on each other. If you lock down everybody, you stop that thing from being passed on to other people. You do. It's just natural.
Well, the Chinese do it and they still have it. So it's like, on the one hand, yes. On the other hand,
we've all still got it. It's just that we don't care about it now. The World Health Organization has downgraded it now. It's more a common cold stroke flu now.
It always was.
Well, I'm not sure it was at the beginning, because it was killing people at much, much higher levels than what they would.
I think that all that was deliberately inflated.
I've no idea. All I know is the spike in deaths that went up. It's like, yeah, there's something here. But once it had mutated and reduced, it's like, okay, all right.
I'm at the point where I get it every year now, so
I'm not sure I've ever had it, but I don't know.
no.
I don't know. I did have something where I was ill for something, but I never got checked out for it.
As all is as it should be. Then that's what most people get ill. They don't go to the fucking,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. Oh, I've got something which is affecting my chest, and I've got a bit of a fever, and I just need to lie in bed for a few days and feel like shit. Okay.
Yep.
Happens every 5 years. All right.
Yep.
Lasts for a week.
That's how it was.
But
By the way, Heretic, I don't know if you know this, but Simus went live.
why would I notice that?
What would you say?
Why would I notice that?
Aren't you subbed? If you didn't
Oh my
notice,
fuck. Oh my fuck. Sub to him.
anyways,
No, Simus is a dick.
Mm.
oh, so you what? You guys are on bad terms?
Yeah, you could put it that way. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
The guy has been a dick for quite a few years now. And a boring one at that.
Yeah.
There is nothing interesting that comes out of that guy's mouth. I mean, there might be truths, but damn, he's boring when he's telling you something. Anyway, on that note, it's 1:15 in the morning. I'm still pissed, but I'm getting very tired. So I'm
I'm gonna fuck off too. I gotta go to work.
And you can go and watch Simos midnight.
Wait, are
There
you
you go.
leaving because you're tired, or are you leaving because you're pissed I mentioned him?
No, I'm leaving because I'm tired. It's 1:15 in the morning, and it's like I'm falling asleep here, sat in my desk.
All right,
Yeah,
fair enough.
I gotta be to work. I gotta leave here in 45 minutes, so I should probably start getting ready to leave. So
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
Cheers, both. Thanks for doing this midnight.
Yep.
yeah.
I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
See you all.
See you later. Bye bye.
All right. As I said, thanks for coming, Will, Heretic. I'm gonna shut this down because I just want to relax a little bit. Bye. Good night.